What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, today we were supposed to have the semi-final, but we had a little bit of a mix-up. I accidentally hit square as I was going in to play my round 19, my semi-final game against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Thankfully, we won without me, 195 to 185, so I'm pretty happy about that. And now we do take on the Delhi Daredevils, so it is 3v4 in the final, which is quite strange. But yeah, no semi-final, so I am sorry about that, but we are going to go now and jump straight into the action. Make sure we don't simulate this time. We are all ready and rearing to go. So, big game this. I mean, IPL final. This could really kickstart our career and get us going. So we're back in today, obviously, after missing the semi-final for God knows what reason. That is just... I actually can't believe that I did it. That's so stupid of me. And just as I went to go and pull back out of it, I realised that obviously the autosave would have worked, and things just went not pear-shaped from there, but as soon as I did it, I was just absolutely gutted that I had. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go and crank on into the final. We're going to be bowling very early on in the piece, which is a little bit strange for us. Normally not really known too much as a power play bowler, but today that is what we are doing, and hopefully it will be enough to go and get us the victory. Hopefully we can come in. They've got off to a good start, Delhi here. 23 for none off 2 overs. So hopefully we can come in. Hopefully we don't bowl out straight away. It would be nice to go and bowl at the death and hopefully go and try and peg things back a little bit. I've just realised I take Murali Vijay's place. In batting career when I was playing for Delhi, I've taken Murali Vijay's place, but that's alright. No real concern there. Just banging in those Yorkers. They seem to be working. They work very well in the power play. As much as they may be, you know, not very nice to look at, we'll put in a short ball there just cause. Not a short ball, a ball on a good length. My words are just all over the place today. I'm a little bit gutted at what I did. Like, I'm just so gutted. I was really looking forward to doing both the semi-final and hopefully the final. I feel as though this is a little, not a cheap way to get to the final, but, you know, it's just not the same not playing in the semi-final. I shouldn't even be playing in the final. That would be my theory. If you were playing, if you're in a team and you make the semi-finals and a person doesn't play the semi-final for some, you know, weird reason. I mean, obviously there are reasons out there that a player can't make a game, you know, obviously other commitments and stuff like this, But if it's just a simple mistake of Cliffy hitting the square button to simulate the game, he should not be able to play in the final. But enough about that. Let's just go and keep going. Parnell is getting absolutely smashed here. 37 now for none off 4 overs. We are really going to have to go and try and peg it back here. The pitch doesn't seem like it's doing too much at the moment. It seems to be fairly flat. Well, not flat, sorry. It seems to be fairly slow and low, and there isn't much bounce, which is a little bit concerning, I guess, for us going into bat second on this pitch, because probably it is only going to get worse. I can't imagine it quicking it up too much. I can't imagine the bounce getting too much more. And there we go. Sometimes if you read that lack of bounce, if you read into it, you can go and just pop onto the front foot like Quinton de Kock did there and blast it through the covers. A trademark Cliffy shot, 4-4. Oh, and he's done it again. This is what happens when you bowl good length in the power play, people. You go for boundaries. That is 2 boundaries off the last 2 balls. So we're going to have to go and try and peg this back here. Just to peg back, I guess, our own bowling stats, along with the teams as well. Because this is a very good power play, especially in a final for Delhi. They're coming in, 1 ball left, but already 45 on the board for the loss of no wickets. So we're really going to have to go and try and tie them down when it comes out of the power play, which we have bowled our last ball in, but that run rate is still over 9, which is very impressive, and obviously the 1 over left to go. And the way they've been going against the other batsmen, the other bowlers, it probably will be a very high total. And as you can see, we have been brought out of the bowling attack. There have been a few wickets that have gone down as well, so that's very promising. And 3 for 105 coming into the 12th over. Now, I talk about this time and time again. I think coming into this position here, I think Delhi are in a really good position at this stage of the game. Obviously, 100 runs on the board. I like to be around that area of runs when you are 12 overs through. I think it really does give you a chance, especially now in a situation like this. It gives Delhi a really good chance to go after this attack and possibly bring up like 180. I think getting 80 runs in the last 8 overs, especially if you have wickets in hand and a set batsman, is real easy. So I think 180 here for Delhi is going to probably be, that's going to be par, what they're going to be looking for. Not if that happens though. If you start to lose wickets like we have done there, pretty rank ball, and Taylor just doesn't get the connection on it at all. It was on his pads, and Kiwi picking up Kiwi there in the IPL final. How often would that happen? Not very often at all. But there we go. There's our first one, and hopefully that is going to go and slow down this Delhi Express train, even just for a wee while. Even if we can just go and try and keep it down, get Tawari on strike a bit more, and just frustrate Peterson, frustrate KP, not give him the strike. And if we can go and do that, then hopefully that is going to allow us, as I said, to keep them below that 180 that I think at this stage probably is about par now. So if we can bowl well, we've done very well so far on this over, just the 3 coming off it. But yeah, really want to keep it down as low as possible, because I mean in the semi-final it was quite strange that we did actually go and score runs, because quite often this Pune side, as we have seen before, has really struggled with the bat on this PS4 version. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if I will be returning to Pune if the opportunity arises come next season. We will have to wait and see what other options. But I mean, like, there were so many games where we just went and we would absolutely struggle big time with the bat. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't seem to work. And, like, we'd only score, like, we'd be chasing 180. Whoa, the sun has just blitzed through the curtains here. It's very windy today, so that's why it is moving around a fair bit. But you know, you'd be chasing 180, and they'd only score 100, and it's like you're not even going for it. You're only 1 wicket down. Like, what is that? It just didn't make sense to me. So, may not be back. May go somewhere else. I mean, Bangalore, I'm really impressed with what they did. Was that a wee itch? Nah, surely not. I must be seeing things. It just looked like a little bit, and it was quite strange because he did start to come down. It's almost as though if he charged the ball and came down the pitch towards it. I'm not too sure. But this is a good over from us as well. We have really slowed down the Delhi train, if you want to call it that, and hopefully we can continue to do that. And as I said, 180 was probably a par that they were looking at. If we can keep them down, you know, 150, 160, I think we are going to be in with a very good shout. I don't know what's happened there. We've dislodged the bails at both ends. And it is our last ball, so we are going to change the field. Shaklar's had a good start. He must have had a 6 and a 3 so far to date, and he's just pumped that one down the ground as well. He is here. He is looking to score quick runs. He is going out trying still to score that 180. That is our 4 overs done and dusted, I believe. 1 for 16, which is a pretty good return, especially after the start that these two went and got. So it would be nice if we could get a bat. Obviously, if we don't, it's not the end of the world, but we are going to get a bat, a chance to win the game. So this is what we live for. These are the moments that we live for. Impressive average from Cliffy, 38. Might as well round it up to 39 coming into this. And a lot of not-outs have gone and helped that. But only 8 runs needed off 17 balls to secure IPL success, the IPL title, whatever you want to call it. Michael Clark, he's down the other end. Just feed the strike to him. He's 90 off 47. Absolutely creaming it. You would not think that from the former Australian, I was going to say captain and skipper. I was going to try and merge them together and be like Kipper, but that's just weird. We won't go there. But 6 off 15, you'd have to say that this is going to be a walk in the park for Pune, unless something terrible happens here. I'm going to try and bat through to the end. That's a nice shot. That's going to run away for 4, and that makes things even easier. We should be able to wrap it up in this over. Is it going to be Cliffy who is going to hit the winning runs? We will have to wait and see. I was kind of hoping after this to try and go through. Oh, no run there. We don't want to run ourselves out. Not when there is only 2 runs needed to secure riches and fame. Imagine what would happen. Cliffy hits the winning runs in IPL final. God. Every man and his dog will be coming to try and sign me up. There we go. We're just going to take the 1. So we are going to take it into the 19th over. I was going to say, unless there were overthrows there, but just the 1 left to go. And it will be interesting to see after this if we can go back and have a look at the stats to see what has happened through the tournament. I'm pretty sure you can. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what has happened, because I feel as though I have played really well with the bat in this tournament. Obviously, that average now is up pushing 40, which in T20 cricket is absolutely incredible. I'm not too sure how well I went with the ball, though. That's the only thing. I don't think I did too well whatsoever, but it was a lot, though. That average has gone up a lot, just due to the fact that there have been a lot of not-outs. We are going to take, we don't need to, but we're going to take a cheeky 2. We might even come back for 3. just to boost that average up. There we go. So we finished with 9, only needed 1 run, and we end up taking 3. So that is incredible. Pune are the IPL champions. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? You wouldn't believe it, especially after how things went. We were struggling towards the end. Michael Clark, obviously man of the match, 91 not out of 48 deliveries. Absolutely impressive in a final. And that 163 was not enough for the Delhi Daredevils to go and get up. So I just want to go back and quickly see if we can have a look at the stats, just to see how we went in the tournament, and obviously see what is going for us heading forward. Are we heading back to Australia? Are we heading into international series? Which is what we're doing. I think that may even be, while we are here, that may even be my one day, no, I was going to say it may be my one day international debut, but it's not. Just ignore me. I'm just being stupid. Okay, so Indian, there we go. So as you can see, finished 4th, only picked up 8 wins in the tournament, so only won half our games and still managed to sneak into the top 4. Stats, Michael Clark, top run scorer. Where are we? That's what I want to see. I can't imagine we scored too many. We had a good average, but that was just due to the fact of not outs. There we go. So we batted in 8 innings, 5 not outs, a high score of 83, strike rate of 251. So we really went out there majority of the time and just had an absolute bash. But that's not too bad of a tournament for a guy coming in at number 6 who is a bowling all-rounder. Didn't get too many chances to bat, obviously, only 8 innings, and to score 267 runs at an average of 89 for the tournament is very, very impressive. And top of the wicket-taking charts, as you would expect. 17 games, 33 wickets. That is an absolutely incredible performance, and I just hit my controller in, not relief, but just like, yes, we did it. Okay, so that is a very good tournament, very good IPL, and that is it, done and dusted for us. Again, apologies about the semi-final not being able to be shown. That is my bad. I still feel really awful about it, but hey, it's done, it's dusted. We got to go and move on now. So anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links. That can be found down below in the description. Hope you had a good week. Hope you have a good weekend planned. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We have Cricket Coach 2014 New Zealand Reborn, second game of the World T20 coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.